2024 was a really good year. It was the year which I consumed the most Doctor Who so far, thanks to continuing a marathon of Classic Who with Evangeline, along with listening to a ton of Big Finish audios. I listened to a shit ton of those. Plus we got season whatever the fuck you want to call this. So here is what I consider to be the best of the Doctor Who bunch for 2024. Sit back, have some cocoa, like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Blue Sky. Let's do this. The War Games. In colour is not on this year's list as I didn't like it. You'll find out why in another vid. The War Games in black and white though is fucking glorious. People rattle on about how this one changed everything. It was the Time Lord's first appearance and we discover that the Doctor stole his TARDIS from Gallifrey, yada yada yada. This is 10 episodes, but for this I don't care. Malcolm Hulke and Terrance Dicks crafted a near perfect final story for the second Doctor. Possibly the best Troughton story actually, with a really great set of villains. I feel like a lot of these guys often get overlooked due to the brilliant War Chief and the Warlord. And that final scene is still majestic after all these years. Doctor Who and the fucking space racists. Honestly, when we first sat down and watched this, I was bewildered, yet I was captivated. Each time I've come back to this, the amount of subtext here was really disturbing. Dot and Bubble's impressive visuals were not the standout, but instead you've got Lindy Pepperpot wannabe here, stealing the show because she's a bitch. The Space Slugs were the heroes here. The Doctor and Ruby should have gone sooner. Say no to racism. The musical one. You know, this was just a personal choice. Some hate it because of the music and it has a drag queen. I'm here for it. Jinx Monsoon's Maestro is a majestic villain. I hope we see them return one day. The Beatles stuff was kinda stupid, but the main thing is, I enjoyed it. It's very fun, even if there is always a twist at the end. Planet of the End. Truly magnificent audio. I listened to this over the summer, just as good as I remember the first time around. It's got a great plot with great characters. Eccleston gets to be the Doctor he wants to be. It's a fist pump moment for Doctor Who. Check it out. Yeah, just as people thought, Boom would be the highlight of Ncuti's first season, even though it reuses so many tropes from the past. It's a tense thriller with Ncuti Gatwa and Millie Gibson, which they sell in their performances. Moffat can still write a pretty good story, most of the time. 73 yards. Man, this episode floored me. Not only does it prove once again that the Doctor Light format can still be a fresh idea 20 years on from its conception, but the mystery surrounding that woman and how Ruby deals with it is amazing. To cap it off, these were the first scenes to be filmed with Millie Gibson in the role of Ruby. That is astonishing. The only thing wrong with this is RTD already created the most dangerous PM in history before Roger Ap Gwilliam appeared. This Roger Delgado book is a must-have for anyone who loves his portrayal as the Master. It is full of so much stuff I didn't know about him regarding his personal and professional life. It offers an amazing insight into how his friends and colleagues saw him. Honestly, pick this one up. Rogue. This was the most fun Doctor Who episode we had this year. I really think that is down to the new ideas offered by the new writers, with an LGBT romance between the Doctor and Rogue. Racist homophobes can say whatever the fuck they want. While I don't really want to see the Doctor pursue a romance, I have to confess, I ship this all the way. I was sold by the performances of Ncuti Gatwa and Jonathan Groff. The Bird People though, yeah, they were silly but they were fun. But who the fuck cares, because Shelka Doctor is canon. Yeah, baby! Genesis of the Daleks, because it's fucking Genesis of the Daleks. What else do I have to say? Big Finish have gone back to their old ways by revisiting some of their earlier ideas like Old 60s Blue Coat, a monthly format with Sontarans v Rutans, and having 8 reunite with Charlie. The latter pleases me very much because for those new to these, I say that you should go back and listen to The Chimes of Midnight. This is the magnum opus of the early years of Doctor Who and Big Finish, and is without doubt one of the greatest Doctor Who stories out there. Might even be in my top 10 pen of all time. It's that goddamn good. In this, the Eighth Doctor and Charlie find themselves in an old Edwardian mansion where people are being murdered in the most extraordinary ways. In true fashion, things aren't as they seem. They soon become trapped as the mansion is part of a space-time anomaly. So many things don't make sense at first, but as the story unravels, I had to stop for a moment and think, wow, this is some good shit. Robert Sherman is one of the greatest writers to ever pen a Doctor Who story in any medium. I wish he wrote for the TV show again, I really, really do. This is how you write a Doctor Who story. The best thing of all, this is a story from 2002, not 2024. But hey, time is relative and all, it's my list, and it's better than Scooby-Doo in space. To be honest, I needed an excuse to say that The Chimes of Midnight is a masterpiece. So, what are you waiting for? Go listen to it! Oh, is that it then?